The new topic that we are going to study today is classification of business activities. Now you are doing business, but every business is of a different kind. Okay, now we are going to study which kind of business a people can carry out. Now there are three types of business. The first one is trade, the second one is commerce, and the third one is industry. Now before go beginning, I want to tell you something. We are on online mode, so for the time being I'm going to teach trade and commerce. Industry shall be done in the class because it is very hard, and it is very hard for you to understand on an online basis. So whenever the regular classes start, I'll teach you industry. So right now on today basis we are going to discuss trade and commerce. Okay, now the first one is trade. Now trade is a simple thing. Okay, as a businessman you need to earn profit, right or wrong? So for earning profit you have to do is buy the product at low cost. Okay, always remember the thing that you have to buy the product at low cost and you have to sell the product at high cost in order to earn profit. Now trade means what? Buy a product at low cost, sell the product at high cost. Now for example, if I am dealing in books, right, I bought a book at 100 rupees, so I have bought the product at low cost and I'm selling that product at 110, so I'm selling the product at high cost and I'm earning a profit of rupees 10. So is it clear what I am trying to explain? Trade means buying at low cost and selling at high cost in order to earn profit, right? Now in trade you can sell, a businessman will sell goods and services. Why will he sell goods and services? To earn profit. He will buy at low cost. I bought a book at 100, I sold the book at 110, so the profit that I earn is rupees 10. Is it clear? Okay, so the next thing that we are going to discuss right now is characteristics of trade. You bought the product at low cost, you sold the product at high cost. It has its own characteristics. What is the first characteristics? Let us see. Trade is an economic activity. Trade is an economic activity. Now when you talk about economic activity means, what does economic activity mean? Remember something? Just trying to memorize things. What is economic activity? Everything that is done to earn profit or money is called as economic activity. Trade is an economic activity. Why is trade an economic activity? Because you are buying product at 100 low cost, you are selling the product at 110 high cost, you are earning profit. That means you are earning money, and any activity that you do to earn money is called as economic activity. Okay, now second one, there are two parties involved in trade. Now it is but obvious that in a trade there are two parties. The first party is buyer, who is also called as the customer. The second party is seller, who is also called as the businessman. For example, I am selling the product, I am selling my book, this is called as business. I am doing a business. And buyer, who is the buyer? The customer is the buyer of the product. Any doubt? Third one, it includes exchange. Now you might be thinking, what kind of exchange are we talking about? Now just have a look at the flow chart. Seller and buyer, two parties. Seller is going to give, just focus on the arrows. The seller is going to give what? The seller is going to give goods. Okay, the seller is going to give what? Goods to the buyer. Why? Seller, I am a seller, I am going to give book to the buyer. Buyer is going to buy the book, I am not going to give it free of cost. So the buyer will give money. Clear? So exchange has been done. I am giving something, buyer is giving something. The seller, I am the seller, I am giving goods. What is my good? Book at the price of rupees 100 to the, at the price of rupees 110, sorry, to the buyer. So buyer will pay 110 in cash to me. Clear? Fourth, trade is a continuous activity. Trade is a continuous activity means I'll sell only one book? No, my business is of books, so I'll keep selling books. I'll sell book today, I'll sell book tomorrow. Whenever a customer will come to me, I'll sell the book. So it is a continuous activity. Anyone doing a business will do something like he will do business today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and this will go on and on. Fifth one, the amount of goods and services is paid in money. The amount of goods and services is paid in money. That means I have sold a book which is of rupees 110. Then the amount of the book is rupees 110 is paid in money. That means 110 rupees has to be paid to me. So I'll not accept anything. I will give book and I'll take money. So if I am giving book, I need an amount of goods, right? And that is money. So if I'll sell the product, I'll sell it for money. It means that any businessman who is selling goods and services is selling goods and services for money. The last one, trade is a legal activity. Now it means that you can only do buying and selling of goods and services which are legal. Now in Gujarat, for example, alcohol is illegal. Can you buy alcohol and sell alcohol in Gujarat? No, it is not possible. Why? Because it is illegal. So trade, any businessman who is doing trade can do trade of only legal products. Illegal activities are not allowed. Illegal activities cannot be traded. So this was all about trade. Now let's move forward to the next one, types of trade. Okay, now what is trade? I'll discuss it once again, and I'll discuss it frequently. Buying and selling. Buy at which price? Low price. Sell at high price. Why are you doing this? To earn profit. Now for example, I bought the book at 100, low price. I sold the book at 110, high price, and I earned a profit. So trade is any activity where a businessman buys at low price, sells at high price in order to earn profit. Now, types of trade. Don't get confused, don't go to theory. It is a very simple thing. Types of trade. Now over here, when you talk about types of trade, trade are of two types. The first one is internal trade and the second one is international trade. Now when you talk about internal trade, any trade, now when you talk about trade, any trade which happens inside the boundaries of India. I'm sorry for my drawing, but just bear with my drawing and focus on the theory. Any trade which happens inside India, इंडिया के अंदर जो कोई भी ट्रेड होता हो इंडिया के बाउंड्रीज के अंदर, that is called as internal trade. Now when you talk about internal trade, what the question arises, what is internal trade inside India? What does that mean? For example, buyer and seller, there are two parties. Buyer is from Gujarat, right? Seller is from India. Now in this particular situation, it is called as what? Internal trade. So what do you understand by the term internal trade? Whenever you talk about internal trade, buyer is from Gujarat, seller is from India. Sorry, seller, okay, my mistake. Buyer is from Gujarat, seller is from Maharashtra. This both the parties, buyer and seller, belongs to India. Then it is called as internal trade. So what is the characteristics of internal trade? Boundaries, right? Boundaries. अगर boundaries के अंदर buyer भी है और seller भी है, then it is called as internal trade. So both buyer and seller, both the parties should belong in India or from India. When you talk about buyer, buyer is from Gujarat, he is from India. When you talk about seller, seller is from Maharashtra, he is from India. Then it is called as internal trade. Internal trade means inside trade, inside the boundaries of a country, inside India. Is it clear? Second one, international trade. Now when you talk about international trade is quite simple. International trade means that whenever trade is done between one country to another country, then it is called as international trade. So now when you talk about international trade, there are two countries involved. Okay, so buyer is from one country, for example buyer is from India and seller is from USA. This is called as international trade. So when you talk about international trade, buyer is from one country and the seller is from another country. Okay, now international trade, when you talk about this, India, one country. So okay, so the buyer is from India, okay, and the seller is from USA. So buyer is from one country, seller is from another country. Two different countries are involved in trade. This is called as what? International trade. So when you talk about international trade, there are two different countries involved. When you talk about internal trade, only one country is involved and people inside a particular country keep on trading. Commerce. Now what do you understand by the term commerce? It includes services. Now, okay, let me get clear. The entire topic of trading has been completed and now we are on a new topic which is called as commerce. Now when you talk about commerce, it includes services such as banking, insurance, transportation, communication, warehousing, that means go down. Now I'll explain you what commerce is. Commerce means it gives services. Which kind of services? The listed below services. So commerce is giving 5 services. Okay, the first service is banking. Okay, so the commerce is giving services related to banking. So if you are a businessman, do you require banking service? Yes, as a businessman you require banking service. Second, do you require insurance services? See, it is okay if you don't know in detail what banking service is all about, what insurance is all about, what transportation is all about, what communication is all about, what warehousing is all about. It is okay, but you should have a basic idea right now. This all shall be discussed in detail on a later basis. Banking, what do you understand by the term banking? Banking is simple. Banking is simple. What do you understand by the term banking? Banking, you have seen ICICI Bank, SBI Bank, right? HDFC Bank and many more banks, right? Now when you talk about all these banks, what do it help to the businessman? Yes, this kind of banks are very much helpful to the businessman. Insurance, the second business that we are going to talk about is insurance. Insurance means, for example, you take life insurance, you take car insurance, you take bike insurance, right? Now when you talk about insurance, let me explain you by giving an example. Car insurance. Okay, I got a car, right? Now मेरी कार का कभी भी फ्यूचर में एक्सीडेंट हो सकता है. क्लियर? नाउ एक्सीडेंट हो गया, 50,000 रुपीज़ बनाने के लगेंगे, पर मैंने इंश्योरेंस लिया है तो इंश्योरेंस कंपनी मुझे 50,000 रुपीज़ दे देगी. क्लियर? तो इंश्योरेंस का फ़ायदा क्या है कि अगर फ्यूचर में कोई भी लॉस होता है तो वो आपको कौन दे देगा? इंश्योरेंस कंपनी. ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, यू ऑल नो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन बिजनेस. व्हाट इज ट्रांसपोर्टेशन? फॉर एग्जांपल, वी लिव इन चिखली, राइट? फ्रॉम चिखली, okay, from Chikhli to Surat, if you want to supply a good, so this good will go in transportation. Communication, you are using communication. WhatsApp is a medium of communication. Phone calls is a medium of communication. SMS is a means of communication. Okay, the last one is warehousing. Warehousing means go down. Do you require a go down? Yes. So a businessman requires banking, insurance, transportation, communication and go down. Is it clear? Now characteristics. Now when you talk about characteristics, it is an economic activity. Okay, bank, do bank operate to earn money? Yes, if it operates to earn money, it is an economic activity. Insurance, do insurance company do business to earn money? Yes, hence it is called as an economic activity. Transportation, do people do transportation business to earn money? Yes, hence it is an economic activity. Communication to earn money? Yes. Go down to earn money? Yes. So all these activities, any of the activity are done for earning money. Okay, it includes, okay, what does it includes? Commerce includes first banking, second insurance, okay, third communication, fourth transportation, and the last one, what is it? go down. Is it clear? Third one, it is a continuous activity. Now is banking a continuous activity? आपने देखा कि बैंक में गए, आज चालू है कल बंद हो जाएगी? Do you saw something like that? No.